بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Stay away from sins. This should be number one. But I'm making these videos in order of how they pop up in my head, not in order of importance. So staying away from sins should be number one. Staying healthy should be number two. And then just follow the rest along. Staying away from sins is of the utmost importance. You could sit there and all day long trying to memorize a hadith, walk into, get up and go to the supermarket, see a beautiful girl, get stuck on looking at that girl because something about her attracts you, and forget what you memorized. And not just that you forgot what you memorized, but now when you go back home, you don't even have the motivation to memorize. Like, it just killed you. It killed you. It killed your motivation. It killed your heart. And now you have to restart yourself again. And it's so difficult. Where sins, they make recitation of the Quran difficult. They make getting up at night difficult. Almost, impossible to most people. Most people, they can never get up at night and pray at night because of their sins. They can't fast during the day because of their sins. They can't do a lot of things. How many people, Muslims, they don't read the Quran ever, except for maybe Surah Al-Kahf and Yom Al-Jum'ah, or, maybe just a juz a day in Ramadan. But throughout the year, they never read Quran. It's the sins. It's the things that they're doing. They're displeasing to Allah. That it blocks them from doing, and they become mahrum. Where it's like now they can't even do these things, even if they wanted to do. And if they really had the desire to do it, it's so difficult that they give up too quickly. Because your heart is so messed up that you have to restart it, when you get caught up in these sins. And it's just like Abdullah ibn Mubarak, he said, رَأَيْتُ الذُّنُوبَ تَمِيتُ الْقُلُوبِ. I saw that the sins, they cause the death of the heart. وَيُتْبِعُهَا ظِلُّ إِدْمَانُهَا. And then after that, after the heart becomes dead, then comes the disgrace of being addicted to those sins. You gotta keep doing it, because that's the jazaa to say jazaa sayyat mithluha. That your recompense for doing a bad action is that the next bad action becomes easier for you to do, and it's the opposite for the good deeds. When you do a good deed, it becomes easier for you to do another good deed, and it becomes difficult for you to do a bad deed. So that's why we have to stay away from those sins. And even after that, he said, رَأَيْتُ الذُّنُوبَ تَمِيتُ الْقُلُوبُ يُتْبِعُهَا ظِلُّ أَدْمَانُهَا وَتَرَكُ الذُّنُوبَ حَيَاةُ الْقُلُوبِ. And leaving off the sins is the life of your heart. That brings life to your heart. And anybody that wants to get a deeper understanding of this, and the Arabic language, then just read Ad-Da'u wa-Dawa' Ibn Qayyim. And he goes through all of this, just the effect of the sins on the person, on the heart, on your religion, on your ability to practice the religion. So you definitely need to read that book. But to be successful in everything that you do in the studies of this deen, you have to stay away from the sins. You have to stay away from the sins, even if it means like you becoming like Mu'tazil an-nas, where you just basically coop yourself up in your home and just read and study, or you're just in the masjid, or you're at home, you're in the masjid, or you're at home. If that's what it takes for you to avoid these types of situations. But if you're forced to be in those types of situations, you have to avoid those sins as much as possible, and constantly just making istighfar, making tawbah from the things that you fall into. Allahumma musta'an.